Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you so much for calming down. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep in mind tonight while we watch the two presentations that show where I went on my senior class trip, we have exactly that amount of time to steal every single item in this studio. It's yours. Take it. I'm gonna push this camera and tripod home. I want to give that graduate Minnie Mouse doll to my brother in Disney World because he's graduating college near there this year. I'm going to break into the vault behind this wall where they keep all of the show tapes, and I am going to take the ones of my show that have episodes that I like on them. And I'm going to leave the rest for you to take. I'm going to shove them in my oversized jacket I have back in my dressing room and, try and get them on the plane and fly them back home because I have a deck at home that I can play them with. I'm going to tear each one of these banners off the wall and then put it in my display case back at home. I think of it more as a sad thing than a funny thing, but oh my god. You think of almost everything, man. We've had a lot of fun filming and airing Jeffrey Price Live from this studio here in Burbank and the studio back home in New York these last 4 years. But I know everything in life, the fun has to come to an end way, way too early. That was just an old motto that I was taught in my younger days. Now, people I know are probably thinking, what am I going to do after this show? And after I graduate high school, what do you think I may do as like a career? The one thing I gotta say is for you people out there watching and for you people in the audience of tonight's show, I just want to let you know that I will continue my love in journalism, photography, and doing video for as long as I can. However, I do have one last request, and this is for the producers of my school media YouTube channel. If you want to make a movie about this whole 10-day senior class trip that I just took that we are highlighting on tonight's show, I would like to be played by the Disney character Goofy's son, Max Goof. So ladies and gentlemen, after we're done our last remaining shows in our New York City studio, next September, please look forward to the George Devalt show with his sidekick, me. He's going to be very good, actually. It's on the Techno Music channel, and I am going to put you in charge of rapping with the DJ. Oh, yeah. You know, people have been asking me on social media all week, what is going to happen to our two studio locations after we're gone? I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Me and my producers just rent this studio here in Burbank. We only own the one back home in New York. Anyway, there are some possible uses of our studio back home in New York being kicked around. I thought I'd share some of them with you right now because I think these are pretty good. Penn & Teller's East Coast Magical Theater is pretty good. Dressing room for Mickey and Minnie Mouse when they come to town for Disney on Ice. Storage facility for hockey equipment of the New York Rangers and Islanders. Water park for famous children. More storage space for the Pawn Stars. Future site of Overnight, the state's first 24/7 bar and site of many kiddie bands. Studio hidden as a nice, quiet, and fun place where the famous dinosaur Barney can meet his fans. The masked magician will perform and film his secret show around 2:30 in the morning inside the studio. Tear the roof off of the studio and make it similar to the volcano in Vegas. Studio be airlifted to a better location like in the middle of the planet Mercury. Anyway, before we hit 10 minutes, let's get the presentation started right away. This first presentation shows photos and videos of me and my parents in Vegas exploring the different places there. So let's turn our attention to the screen you will see in a second, and let's view some stuff from Las Vegas. so much. Thank you. Going to Las Vegas was amazing. I didn't even want to leave there because I felt really comfortable there and I love the stuff there. Anyway, coming up, please fasten your seatbelt as we browse through the Mojave Desert to part 2 of our trip, Anaheim, California, where we visit places such as Disneyland, Universal Studios, and even the outside of where they taped Jimmy Kimmel Live. The next slideshow will also include inside looks of me meeting the Disney characters from my childhood, such as Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy. Everybody, please stick around. Thanks, Sam, and right now it is 71 degrees and fog. When tomorrow, sun returns, high of 75 and a low of 51. Saturday, sunny again, high of 69 and a low of 49. Today marks the opening of the Chiefs Annex in Cherokee North in B107. Here's how it looked earlier before homeroom period. Welcome back, everybody! Okay, so during commercial break, I did give my audience here a sneak peek of what they will see from our part 2 of our trip to California on the big screen over there. And I hope I didn't text you at home, pretty much telling you a little bit of what you will see next. But anyway, let's start the next slideshow. This slideshow will feature photos and videos never before seen from part 2 of our trip to Anaheim, California, where we went to visit places such as Disneyland, Universal Studios, and even the outside of the Jimmy Kimmel Live studios where they taped the show. So, let's have a look. Roll it! Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for attending tonight's show and watching recaps from my recent trip I took out west. That is like the best trip I've ever taken since my cruise 2 years ago when I was a sophomore in high school. I've had so much fun being here at the studio in Burbank and in New York City these last 4 years. And I know that everything in life has to come to an end way too early. Life has been amazing for me these days, and I'm gonna definitely say goodbye to these people here in Burbank when I leave tomorrow morning. I hope you have taken almost anything around you, audience, because by the time I leave here tonight, I want to see this studio real cold and empty. See you back home in New York. Good night, everybody.